Hey everybody, it's Larry with Century 21 Troop Real Estate and another episode of Saturdays in SCV. Today we're here to talk to Charlene Gill, the branch manager of CSMC Mortgage right here in Valencia. Let's go talk to Charlene. Well, hi Charlene.
Hi Larry, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I really appreciate you taking time today to introduce yourself to SCV.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. So you are multifaceted. You're not only the branch manager here at CSMC, but you're also a radio star.
Well, I guess if that's what you want to call it.
So, well, if you wouldn't mind, introduce us to what you do here in the lending business.
Okay, so I'm the branch manager here at CSMC Mortgage. I have the opportunity of running our branch here locally, and I also have a radio show, the At Home with Charlene show. And I actually came across this, would you like to dabble in this opportunity? And I thought, I never really thought about this, and I don't know that I'm good for this, but I'll give it a shot, and I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing, and I do what you're doing.
Which is fantastic because your show really introduces people to all kinds of different businesses and opportunities just in life, right? Things
Absolutely.
at home.
And the gist of the show is at home. So we like to talk about things you can do for your home, things you could do with your home, how to do the best financing for your home. Open it up to many facets that homeowners can be aware of and have in consideration.
And so as people are listening today, how can they find your show? Where do they listen to you?
Oh, we're on KHTS 1220. We're at 98.1 FM. So you can listen to us live 2 to 3 on Thursdays. You can download the KHTS website or the app. You can follow us on there. You can look at us Facebook Live. You can look at the podcasts on the KHTS website as well. Or what we'll do is a YouTube video, and I'll post it on the business page so people can refer to that and look at what we've talked about, or go to past shows and they can say, oh, I remember you had a home inspector on there, and what were the few things that he said, and they can refer back to it. So just trying to give everybody a well-rounded amount of information.
That's wonderful, and I've enjoyed the show. So
good, I'm glad.
Really I'm glad. So let's come back though to the lending side. So what are you doing for people when it comes to lending?
So there's so many programs that are available, and most homeowners or most first-time home buyers or most people who are looking to purchase a home don't know about all these options. So, I mean, you could go from FHA, VA, first-time home buyer with down payment assistance programs, conventional loans, jumbo loans. There's just so many available products that I think it's our job to let them know what their options are. So I think that's most important.
That's great. And I know as I'm talking to people too, a lot of times they have someone, they might be pre-qualified, they might be pre-approved, but does it make sense for people to talk to more than one lender?
I think it is really important to talk to a few people. And one reason why I say that a lot is there's several banks that I'm aware of who will issue out a pre-approval letter, but they don't ask for any documentation to support the letter that they've just issued. So for an agent, such as yourself, you would see the pre-approval letter coming from the client and assume that they're fully pre-approved. But really, sometimes they're only giving verbal documentation or verbal information, followed up by maybe a credit report. So they haven't reviewed tax returns, they haven't reviewed assets, they haven't reviewed the full file. And that's where the meat of everything comes into play. So that's really what happens when you pre-approve a client. You look at everything to make sure that they meet all of the criteria. So it is extremely important to make sure you're working with somebody you trust and that you know does a full approval.
So even if you have a pre-approval from someone, you should still come to Charlene and make sure that everything's on the up and up and that they're in the best program for them, right?
Yeah, and you want to make sure, maybe there's other options that you weren't being aware of. Maybe there's a few other ways that you can angle your pre-approval, but you just want to make sure you have a solid approval in place, that you're not going to fall out of escrow, and that once you're in escrow, you're 99.9% sure that transaction will close.
And that's important.
That is important.
So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you if they want to talk to you about looking into finance?
Absolutely. The best way to reach me is always going to be on my cell phone, whether they call or text, email, whatever's easier for most clients. But my cell phone number is 805-304-6004. Our address here is CSMC Mortgage. We're at 23822 Valencia Boulevard, Suite 210, right here in the heart of Valencia, 91355. Or you could reach out to me via email at cgill@charlenegill.com.
Fantastic. So when you're looking for something like financing your home, be sure to give Charlene a call. Charlene, thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for inviting me.
Well, thanks for being here with us, and we wish you the most success.
Thanks so much. You too, Larry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Saturdays in SCV. And if you manage or run a local business or community organization that you'd like to have featured here, please call Larry Fleischman at 661-240-7299. And I appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments below. And I'll see you next Saturday.